So Jordan, obviously it was a very successful year, not only for the Sun Devils, but for you personally, especially the second half of the year. When you reflect on 2024, what really made the difference for you that you played so well the last 6-7 games of the season?
Honestly, I feel like it was really just a tribute to my teammates, really my coaches. Just kind of like taking it day by day, not really like looking ahead. Honestly, like looking back at it, it was going so fast. But just kind of really just taking it day by day and just keeping our head down, working, not worrying about anybody else. Kind of just running my own race. And as far as the team goes, just running our own race. I feel like I think that approach definitely was the reason we were able to do what we did.
When was the acclimation process, you feel like maybe harder than you thought it would be initially?
Not at all. I would say I feel like at first just me being me personally, I just was kind of like a little closed off. I mean, that's just kind of how I am, like how I was. But as the spring went on and through the summer, by the time I got to Camp C, I was real close with everybody. So I definitely feel like the acclimation process wasn't hard at all. Everybody accepted me and ultimately I built a tight relationship with those guys. I love those guys. Everybody I play with, I got some love for them.
And then the growth of the linebackers just in general. I know Coach Crook even said last year he got, you're saying, closed off, but he got everybody in the room comfortable being uncomfortable with each other. But it being a question, how do you feel that the growth of the linebackers last season helped the growth of the overall defense?
I feel like, honestly, I feel like, the defense, look to the linebackers, just to, get things going, as a linebacker, I feel like, that's what come with it, that's the role, understanding, that you command, the defense, and it's everything on your command, everybody looks to your call, they wait, you make every check, make every call, that's just what come with linebacker, and I feel like, we had guys that embraced it, everybody in the room embraced it in some way, in their own way, and I feel like that contributed to the defense, it helped us a lot.
Multiple of your teammates in here said you were one of the most impressive guys in terms of your work ethic and your intensity. How does that make you feel, and how important is that to you?
It's cool hearing that, from my guys. Just it mean a lot. Hearing that from them. But honestly, I really just say, I come up here and. Trying to give my all every day, but not even just for myself, just for the team. Just because the bigger goal, I'm trying to understand, get them to understand, it's if one person, come in and do everything right, if we all come in and do our job, do our want to live it, to our best abilities, we'll be able to go out there, and do our thing, and I think we have a real good team.
What was the one game last season that really you felt like the switch happened and you really upped your game?
I think probably I might have said Utah game. I think that was a game for me. Honestly, I feel like my first 2 games kind of started out kind of slow.
Yeah.
Just had to work out everything. But I think Utah game was probably the game for me. It was a high run game. Ran the ball a lot. So it was definitely a lot of action going on in the box. I definitely feel like at that point, I was comfortable. From that point on, it just kind of rolled on.
Was there one offense you felt was a little more physical than the rest of the offenses you played?
Honestly, it's crazy. I really feel like Texas Tech. I thought they had a solid O-line. Kansas had a good O-line too. I feel like Texas Tech had a solid O-line. You probably wouldn't have thought, but I thought they had a pretty solid O-line. Out of all teams we played, I thought their O-line was pretty solid.
How has AJ impacted you in the linebacker group you had this year?
Coach Coop that definitely impacted me a lot, man. Me and his relationship, we got so close, that's my guy. Honestly, brotherhood for real. We almost communicate every day, and I just go back to where I was at last year. At this point, even just in the short time he was recruiting me, everything happened so fast. But I put my trust in him, and he told me the real, and I trusted him, and I came here, and now this what's going on. So I got a lot of love for Coach Crook. I make sure I come up here every day and go hard, for him, coach did it, like, and just my teammates, everybody around me, like, because I'm trying to, I'm trying to win.
Yeah. I mean, every school has their own, like, recruiting angle and telling recruits, stuff that's going to make them come to the school. But I got to feel like, ASU coaches always talk about, being 100, being straightforward. And when you see that those actions actually match the words, I mean, how much does that help you, especially as a newcomer?
Honestly, like, that's why, like, I can say, like, I got a lot of love for Coach Crook because, like, I can say, like, in my past, like, coming from where I came from and, like, the school I was at, like, what I'm saying, things weren't always like that. It was like things were a little different. So, like, with coaches, like just keeping it honest with me, like, and just being real with me, and honestly, just, staying true to their word, like, and it really being deeper than ball, like it really meant a lot to me, like, and it just honestly made me go harder, like, what I'm saying, that's all I wanted was just a chance.
And then last year, I was teasing Coach Crook. I mean, obviously the first touchdown scored of the season was a defensive touchdown from the linebacker. So, I mean, in this offseason, I know last season, like you guys are saying, Coach will say, but is there kind of maybe a little bit of added, not pressure, but competition for the linebackers to get the first touchdown of the season?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Like that, we always talking. We like even just like throughout workouts, like we'll just be talking about ball and like just we talk about like, man, we need to have the most takeovers like on the defense. Like we must have most interceptions. Like that's one thing we like. I know one thing like Coach Crook gonna put an emphasis on this offseason, like putting an emphasis on like stripping at the ball and getting interceptions and just getting in the pass lanes more, just really working like honestly just more things to get takeovers like. And I think we're gonna be we're gonna be good this season.
A lot of fans, besides asking how you're going to replace Cam, how you're going to replace Shamari, they'll talk about how do you keep that hunger. Like last year, definitely the 100. This year, you're definitely the 100.
Yeah.
I mean, is it easier said than done just to keep that hunger, keep that motivation, and have that total different mindset than you had last spring?
Yeah, no doubt. Like honestly, like I feel like honestly, with what we did do last year, like I think that is the hunger. Like I think going that far, I think who would not want to feel that again? Like I think that's where you get the hunger from. Like wanting to go back to that, like taking it day by day to get back to that point, like but not reflecting on that and understanding that like it is a new year, like and the things that you did last year are not going to carry over into this year. Like that's not how it works. Like at the end of the day, you got to come here and you got to put it in every single day. Like and I feel like we understand that and we've been charging into the game every day and I feel like we're gonna have a great spring.
To put the work in, kind of piggyback off that, last year, I mean, even coming to spring ball, fall camp, it was not that your group isn't talented, but the linebackers were kind of a question. Like I said, from the first week on, I mean, you guys each week stepped up and answered the question. But yes, it's great to have depth, but how Coach prepared you guys, Coach Crook prepared you guys. I mean, no matter what pair was in there, I mean, you're mixing and matching. How much do you feel that improved and amped up the play of the defense? Just no matter which linebacker group is in there, you guys are delivering.
Yeah, it's honestly just like a testament to Coach Crook. Like I was saying earlier, like honestly, the preparation that we were going through, like day by day during the season and days leading up to the season, like all the extra walkthroughs we were doing, like I'm saying, just things like that on our own, like all the things we were doing, like just as a group on our own, like without coach, like I said, it was just like just doing things like that and and doing it consistently, like we just like that's what we preach, like I'm saying, just doing those things every single day, and results were showing, and like honestly, and that's what we're doing, like the results were showing. We just kept on working, kept on doing the extra, doing the things that we needed to do, and it showed.